Growing up, I had always been drawn to the mysteries of the forest. The dense trees, whispering winds, and hidden secrets held a captivating allure for me. I spent countless hours exploring the wilderness, my heart filled with an adventurous spirit. But little did I know that one fateful encounter would change everything. As a child, I had heard rumors of a forbidden trail hidden deep within the woods. It was said to be a path untouched by civilization, a place where nature held sway and the boundaries between worlds grew thin. Local legends spoke of dark forces lurking within, tales that sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest souls. Curiosity got the better of me, and despite the warnings, I couldn't resist the call of the unknown. Armed with a backpack and a sense of adventure, I ventured into the heart of the forest, determined to find the elusive trail that would lead me into the heart of the mysteries. The journey was arduous, as the forest seemed to conspire against me. Branches snatched at my clothing, roots tripped me up, and a sense of foreboding weighed heavily on my shoulders. But as I pressed on, an ethereal whisper carried on the wind reached my ears, beckoning me deeper into the woods. After what felt like hours of wandering, I stumbled upon a small, secluded clearing bathed in an eerie glow. The air grew still, and a sense of unease settled in the pit of my stomach. The clearing seemed untouched by time, frozen in a moment long past. As I cautiously stepped into the center, the ground beneath me trembled, and an otherworldly presence enveloped me. Shadows danced along the edges of my vision, and a cold breeze whispered secrets against my skin. It was as if the forest itself had come alive, observing my every move with ancient eyes. In the heart of the clearing stood a gnarled ancient tree, its twisted branches reaching toward the heavens. As I approached, a sense of dread washed over me, as if an unseen force warned me of the danger that lay ahead. But curiosity overpowered my fear, and I couldn't resist investigating further. With each step closer, the air grew thicker, almost suffocating. A figure materialized from the darkness, its form distorted and unnatural. It spoke in a voice that chilled me to my core, a voice that seemed to echo from deep within the earth itself. "You dare trespass upon sacred ground," it hissed, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light. "Prepare to face the consequences." Panic surged through me as I realized I had awakened a malevolent entity that guarded the secrets of the forest. It lunged toward me, its claws outstretched, and I turned on my heels, running as fast as my legs could carry me. Branches whipped across my face, but I dared not look back, fearing what lurked behind me. The forest seemed to twist and contort, the path shifting and disappearing before my eyes. The very ground beneath me seemed to swallow my footsteps, making escape almost impossible. But I pushed through, fueled by the adrenaline coursing through my veins. As I burst through the tree line, my heart pounding in my chest, I stumbled into a clearing bathed in the warm light of the setting sun. The air was no longer heavy with menace, and the whispers of the malevolent entity faded into the distance. I collapsed onto the grass, gasping for breath, grateful to have escaped the clutches of the haunted woods. From that day forward, I vowed to respect the boundaries of the forest, understanding that some places were never meant to be explored. Growing up, my family lived on the outskirts of a small town surrounded by an ancient forest. Tales of mysterious disappearances and eerie sightings had always plagued the area, filling our minds with both fascination and dread. The woods held an inexplicable allure, and I was no stranger to the chilling tales whispered by locals. Little did I know that my own encounter with the unknown awaited me amidst those towering trees. The forest had always held a special place in my heart. Its dense canopy provided a sanctuary from the chaos of everyday life, and its tranquil beauty had a way of soothing my soul. I would often wander into its depths, guided by an insatiable curiosity that seemed to draw me closer to its secrets. As I grew older, I became more aware of the unsettling stories that surrounded the forest. Legends spoke of an ancient presence, an entity that dwelled within the woods and whispered its haunting secrets to those who dared to venture too deep. The locals warned of an unspoken pact with the shadows, an understanding to tread lightly and respect the boundaries set by an unseen force. One moonlit night, curiosity got the better of me. Driven by an insatiable desire to unravel the mysteries that shrouded the forest, I embarked on a fateful journey. Armed with a flashlight and a sense of trepidation, I ventured into the heart of the woods, the familiar path slowly giving way to an eerie silence. As I delved deeper, a chill settled in the air, wrapping its icy fingers around me. Shadows danced among the trees, their forms morphing and contorting as if driven by an invisible force. The whispers of the wind grew louder, their words incomprehensible yet undeniably sinister. Heart pounding, I followed the eerie sounds, my steps faltering as the forest seemed to come alive around me. The trees creaked in protest, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers, threatening to ensnare me within their grasp. Finally, I stumbled upon a small clearing, bathed in an otherworldly glow. The air grew heavy with an indescribable energy, a presence that stirred the very depths of my being. In the center stood a solitary tree, its gnarled branches twisted like the hands of a forgotten specter. As I approached, the whispers crescendoed into a cacophony of voices, their words blending together in a haunting chorus. Shadows danced around me, coalescing into ephemeral figures that seemed to watch my every move. Fear clutched at my heart, but curiosity urged me forward. With trepidation, I reached out to touch the ancient tree, my fingers grazing its weathered bark. A jolt of energy surged through me, causing me to recoil in both terror and awe. The forest seemed to come alive, a torrent of phantasmal shapes converging upon me. Their ethereal forms swirled around me, whispering secrets I could not comprehend. I felt the weight of their gaze, an otherworldly knowledge that penetrated my very soul. Overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of the encounter, I broke free from the grasp of the shadows, stumbling backward in a desperate bid for escape. The forest convulsed, its towering sentinels shaking with an otherworldly rage. I ran, branches scratching at my skin, the sound of my pounding heartbeat drowning out the haunting whispers that pursued me. Exhausted and trembling, I emerged from the woods, gasping for breath and covered in a cold sweat. The forest, now calm and tranquil, stood as a silent witness to the enigma that had unfolded within its depths. I knew then that I had witnessed something beyond human comprehension, a glimpse into a world where the line between reality and the supernatural blurred. To this day, I carry the memories of that encounter with me. The forest remains an enigma, its ancient secrets locked away in the whispering shadows. It is a reminder that some mysteries are meant to be revered from a distance, for the price of unveiling them may be too high to pay.